time to get in a hotel, you pay time to get on a taxi, and time is always running out. And when I say they, whoever comes to mind, they have implanted that idea to say you're running out of time. Oh, you're 27 and you haven't bought your first car. What are you doing? Oh, you're 29 and you haven't moved out. What are you doing? Oh, you're 32 and you haven't had a kid yet. What are you doing? There's this thing of, bro, you haven't achieved it at a young age. Nah, bro, you've been playing around. You've been playing around. But escaping from that, bro, escaping from the shackles of time, the shackles of the perception of time will allow you, again, to have grace.
I think I'm thinking at the same time, it sounds even insensitive, for those who, instead of creating an environment for you to thrive, but for them it's like a go-to to criticize or point out that you didn't do, instead of creating an environment where you could actually thrive, the way you could actually learn to, whatever or however small it is. It can be washing dishes, it can be cleaning your room, it can be doing your bed, it can be cooking, it could be you always criticize before. And the insensitivity, I'm saying, it's coming from a place of, it seems like it's coming from a place of, you will never do it, so even if you do it, you're just gonna fail dismally. And so I don't expect you, and so there's this disappointment that we carry. And I don't know, I just feel like it's failing. I mean, if you're gonna go back to being a black man in South Africa, and how your image, it's not just our image in South Africa, but it's also an image that is carried outside of the country and how we are viewed. But if you look at it, there is that lack of empathy, and not caring about how what we think and how we view ourselves, and just how the image of ourselves is distorted now. And so we go out into the world with a distorted image, fractured, and we're expected to love perfectly, still deliver, be strong for your siblings, be strong for your family, your next family, be strong for your immediate family. But you're still fractured. By the time you're in your old age, they blame you for being a child, what do they call it, midlife crisis, which is like a thing now, but I don't blame them, Machita, for behaving that way, because I feel like they know that they missed their youth while they were taking care of others, and they sacrificed so much. So I feel like there's this insensitivity, and no one is willing to listen or understand the black man, or the young black man. So I feel like it's creating that environment should be the first thing, and then, or even understanding them, listening to them, creating those spaces that we can have those type of conversations of what is it that, why am I so full of why am I lacking confidence in myself? Why do I view myself in a negative light? So I was just observing that whole, it might be coming from an insensitive place that we view men in that way.
Yeah. And everyone who's gonna hear it, I hope they're as touched as I am by what you're saying, because man, you know this very well, because you wake up every day and you fight.
Sure.
Yeah, I wake up every day and I fight. And regardless of race, as a man, anyway, not even in South Africa, as a man in general, you have to wake up every day and you have to fight. You have to fight for your position in the world. You know?
To be recognized.
Yeah. And I heard someone say, all a man wants is to be needed. You know? And what I mean by that is, all a man wants is to know that my family needs me to go out into the world to fight and come back. They need me for that. And you fighting might be fighting and bringing back food, fighting and bringing back security, fighting and bringing back prosperity, bro. You know? Or even fighting and achieving your dreams and your goals. That's all we like. That's all we long for. And a lot of men today, we do not feel like we are needed. From home, at home, it's a thing of, man, it's fine. You know, like, your position is not like, we can do without you. Okay, you are here, but cool. If you weren't here, things wouldn't change. And that idea alone, that if I wasn't there, things wouldn't change, is what is killing a lot of men, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. There is a lot of distress. I think a lot of men today live under distress. That's why more men are anxious. More men suffer with depression. More men find it harder now to like get out of a slump. Men just find it harder to conquer anything today, you know. Everything just seems like so out of reach, out of bounds, you know. We aren't taking risks, bro. Like, if you think about your great grandfather, he was probably taking risks, bro. You know, and we don't want to anymore, because like, we're not sure about our position. We don't know whether or not we're coming or we're going.
Speaking of